The Akhand Kirtani Jatha is a sector Jatha of Sikhism with roots in early 20th century colonial British India. The AKJ has been called a purist, a fundamentalist group within Sikhism, because it believes that the words of the Guru Granth are literally the words of the Guru, asserting that no interpretation of scriptural passages by others is necessary, whose meaning is clear and self-evident. The sect rejects the Sikh Rehat Maryada of the Shiromani Gurdwara Parbandhak Committee, and has its own code called the Rahit-bibek. The group, for example, replaces the uncut hair requirement for men with a small turban to be worn by both women and men. History. The roots of this sect are in the movement initiated by Ranjit Singh during the Indian independence movement in the first half of the 20th century. It emerged in California, 1980. Ranjit Singh from Ludhiana, who vehemently opposed the British rule, was imprisoned by the British authorities. His followers were known as the Ranjit-Da Jatha. The Akhand Kirtani Jatha was a group that grew from this movement. In the 1970s, it was headed by Amajit Kaur, whose husband was killed fighting the Sant Nirankari Sikhs in Amritsar in 1978. An extremist offshoot of the AKJ, known as the Baba Khalsa, was active in assassinations and religious violence against the Nirankari Sikhs during the 1980s. The AKJ appears as a group of the Sikh diaspora involved in the Khalistan movement in the 1980s. The AKJ participated in a convention in Slough, Berkshire in 1987. No estimates on the number of adherents is known. Outside of Amritsar and Ludhiana, Punjab, the AKJ appear to have a United Kingdom chapters in Coventry, Birmingham and Derby, UK. Beliefs. Akhand Kirtani Jatha believe that all praise must be to the Guru Granth Sahib and God, and there is absolutely no need for any respect for a living saint, but to themselves criticized for paying glowing tributes to Ranjit Singh, just like a sant. AKJ differs from mainstream Sikhism in their interpretation of one of the 5 Ks of Sikhism. Instead of accepting the kes or uncut hair, they interpret the command as referring to keski, a small turban, which they maintain must be worn by Sikhs of either sex. In Bogle's description of beliefs and practices of the AKJ, he noted some of the group's beliefs and said in such beliefs the group reject the general code of conduct known as the Sikh Rehat Maryada of the SGPC and produced their own called Rahit-bibek liturgy. Bogle also noted that they also believe in a different Khalsa initiation ceremony, wherein the 5 beloved ones, or 5 Gursikhs, place the right hand on the neophyte's head and meditatively repeat the mantra Vaheguru, revolving around the initiate for 5 minutes. The Jatha's devotional singing programs include all-night rain sabha and kirtan darbars, which usually last around 6 hours. The kirtan is usually sung with basic musical tunes, as the main emphasis of the kirtans is on the Guru's word and repeating the Gur mantra of Vaheguru with great fervor when prompted to repeat the Lord's name in the sacred hymns being sung. Jatha members never eat meat or eggs, and the AKJ argues strongly that eating any form of flesh is forbidden in the AKJ Rahit-bibek. Ragmala is a composition appended to Sri Guru Granth Sahib, appearing after the Monday Avni. The Jatha do not accept the Ragmala and do not read it when concluding a scripture reading. Bogle noted that this is one of the areas in which the AKJ rejects the Sikh Rehat Maryada of the SGPC interpretation. Vegetarianism. The AKJ have their own interpretation of the Sikh prohibition against other meat. They hold that this term means slaughtered animal or killed animal, and thus that eating any meat whatsoever is a transgression. The Sikh Rehat Maryada and some Sikh scholars define kata as meat slaughtered in the Muslim way.